Yeah, January 2021, I set some goals, both personally, like body weight and stuff I wanted to do this year, or the year of 2021, and then also business goals, and absolutely failed miserably. It was July, I was just finishing in England, so I went away working in England for a month during the summer tour, and obviously in England it's like high pressure. It's like you're in the physio room from 6:30 in the morning to pretty much 9 p.m. at night, so you just can't think about the businesses. And you know, leaving that camp, I could tell that, you know, key performance indicators and targets that we measured, that they were nowhere near, and that concerned me a little bit. And to be honest, when I was driving back up to Huddersfield from London, like I was, you know, reflecting on it and stuff in it, and you know, you always have to question yourself first, and it was my fault. I thought the teams, probably the leadership there, I thought it was probably a little bit further on, but you always have to look at yourself first, and my leadership wasn't good enough. So luckily, anyways, you know, had a couple of months to sort it, but realistically, it probably took me until November 2021 to actually get the businesses going in a direction again. The clinic, the academy, where I was actually happy that we were on the right road again. And a lot of that came down to my leadership. And one of the big things, we'd done a quarterly planning meeting in September, and it was obvious that the team didn't know the plan. It was all in my head. It's a bit like a treatment plan with a patient. It's all in your head, and you presume they know it. And I presumed the team knew the plan. I presumed the clinic staff knew the vision. I presumed the academy knew the vision. And you know, it was in the first 5 minutes of that quarterly planning, and I was just like, shit, you know, this is all my fault. Luckily for me anyway, England Rugby were making some changes in backroom staff anyway for the autumn tour, so I didn't get involved in that. And that gave me a lot of time to get my head right and actually focus on what my priorities were. So yeah, so November got things back, December were good, but one of the big things that I've realized is, you know, I've got the academy to a certain level, I've got this clinic to a certain level, but what I know and the skills I have and where I am at the moment, that's not going to be able to get me to the next level. And I've said that to the staff in the early planning. I said, you know, it's that Jack Welch model where we were, for the size of the businesses, we were a 4, so we had great core values and we were getting results. As the businesses have scaled, both the academy and the clinic, all of a sudden now we're in new territory, and the skills that we had at that level, they're not good enough to get to the next level, myself more so than anyone else. So that was the inspiration for the Instagram post. So I said, you know, I was looking around, like, I need more discipline, I need more focus, I need more clarity. And then I came across the 75 Hard book by Andy Frisella. So picked that up, started reading. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this in January. So I posted it on Instagram more so for accountability for myself, because I wanted to put it out there and, you know, say to people, right, this is what I'm going to do, and now I'm in day 6 of that, so I'm doing every single thing that I can to get to the next level, from me first and foremost. So on the back of that, you know, you have to train twice a day, you have to do 2 45-minute workouts, you have to drink a gallon of water a day, you have to read 10 pages of a personal development book, there's no cheat meals, no alcohol. And so for me, it's going to be a gluten-free diet. And yeah, you know, I said in the Instagram post, I think alcohol for me in the past has definitely derailed my focus, my discipline. Usually the first start bit of the year, you know, I can go off it and stuff, and I'll get a lot done. And then the Gaelic football season will start again. And before you know it, Thursday evening, I'm having a drink with the lads. I'll have a drink Friday, Saturday, and then even Sunday then, and then, you know, I'm starting sloppy Monday. So I think the alcohol bit is something that I need to get right for 2022. You know, I'm saying it out loud, is when I've gone off alcohol before, I've seen what my business has been, I've seen my focus, my discipline. So I think with the addition of all of the other stuff to create that, I think the 75 Hard program is hopefully going to get me to the next level with that. And then what I also wanted to do is, like, right, I put accountability for myself. I've neglected the clinic, in all honesty, last year. I wasn't a good enough leader to those therapists either. Shane's been brilliant as the head coach. Sandra, the practice managers, have been absolutely outstanding. We've got fantastic therapists in our clinic. You know, they're absolutely outstanding. They get results, they match the core values, so that they are all fours in the Jack Welch model. But I'm operating at a 3 with that. So what I want to do this year is I want to hold myself accountable as well to the clinic staff, but also to everyone else. So our 3-year vision, it's to get to 220 patients a week. So I think it was about last June, just out of lockdown, we set our 3-year vision right. This is where we're going with the business. We share the vision with the staff, but what I've realized is that I haven't kept the top of mind for the staff. So now, as accountability to myself, I'm documenting the journey, okay, the road to 220 essentially. So the goals for 2022 for the clinic is we've got a little bit of catching up to do again. We were hitting kind of 150, 160 I think, patients a week at one point last year, and then COVID and cancellations and stuff like that, which I think, you know, I also coach other therapists with their clinics. I think we've seen this across the board. But the goal for this year is to get to 180 patients, and I've put this out there. I want to create the Go-To Physio show and put it out as a podcast for accountability to myself, that I want to hit these targets with the business, and we want to get to 220 in 2 years time. So over the course of this year, I'm going to document our journey, and I'm going to share insights into what's happening in the clinic. I've always said I'm not an internet guru. I walk the walk. Everything I teach is everything that we do in the private practice and in pro sports. So I want to give a behind the scenes access for this year to the clinic. We've got nothing to hide. And so over the course of the next 12 months, I'm going to share the journey. So again, the goal for 2022 is to get to 180 patients a week. We've got Carl, a new physio, starting shortly. Okay, so next week there's going to be new challenges with him. It's always risky when you have a new therapist coming in and you put your clinic and your reputation on the line by letting another therapist treat your patients, so to speak. So that's going to be interesting. So we're going to have to get him from scratch, indoctrinate him over the next 90 days and turn him into a go-to therapist as well. So we'll be sharing his journey. We'll be sharing our weekly summaries of what we're working on, and you know, hopefully it'll help therapists. It'll you know, private practice is quite lonely. When I was first starting out on my own, it was quite lonely. So hopefully this will inspire other therapists. It'll you know, there's probably therapists that are clinics have bigger clinics than us and see more patients, and then there's probably others who are on 20, 30 patients, or some that's, you know, just about to go onto this journey. So if I can give you an insight into kind of the challenges that I have now as the clinic scales, then you know, I think that's going to be really, really beneficial. All right, so over the next 12 months, that's the plan: 180 patients. And then 2023, we want to get to 220 patients. So this is why the show is going to be called the Go-To Physio Show, the road to 220.